Sparkly little unicorns. That's your new name. I know I've been MIA for quite a while. A lot of stuff has gone on, not terrible stuff, some quite personal stuff, and I will share it with you guys eventually, but at the moment I'm just trying to figure it out and sort of rebuild my life a little bit. I'm okay, everyone's alright. It's just been a bit of a month. All I can say is thank you for your patience through all of this, and yeah, let's just get back into doing a video. Okay guys, so today I thought we would hop on the trend that I am obviously 1,000 years too late for. So aware of my breasts. There. So there. This is what happens when you don't film for ages. You forget and can't ability speak. So I actually tried filming this video a few days ago and it just did not go well. Okay, so today we are going to be trying out the DERMACOL, what are you even? Foundation! Oh my god, I'm so warm! I'm going to a 3-year-old's birthday party, which is super exciting. I'm going to my niece's 3-year-old, what?
Your niece's 3-year-old, wow.
I don't know why I'm so bad at this. I'm going to my niece's 3-year-old.
Your 3-year-old niece's, is it because I'm in the room?
It might be.
Your 3-year-old niece's birthday party.
So I'm going to my 3-year-old niece.
1 tequila, 2 tequila.
Mark's still here. Mark will entertain you with witty antics while I do this.
Why did the tomato blush? Because it saw the salad dressing.
Go home. I didn't put any primer on. I'm gonna film this another day. Yeah. Just couldn't, and this doesn't seem to be going much better. As you've seen from the title, I am jumping on the trend that is DERMACOL. So you guys know I love hella like super coverage foundation, and I usually use my Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm finding that in the summer months is just not cutting it for me. I bought it back I think when it was released, like a week after it was released. It was brilliant in those months because I have drier skin. Now we are into summer essentially, and it's super warm here in Britain at the moment. I am struggling to find makeup to stay on my face. It's very annoying. This is DERMACOL. It is claiming to be a super high coverage foundation. It is a film and studio use. It also claims to be able to cover up tattoos. I personally don't have tattoos, but I do have a lot of red pigment on my face, a lot of dark circles. It also claims to be waterproof, hypoallergenic, and SPF 30. I bought this off eBay. I think this is the actual real stuff. I paid £4 something for it. I believe this is the real stuff, so I will link below the seller that I got this from. It came with a little holographic thing, which obviously I know you can mimic, but it does feel like the right stuff. If we go in, get 30 grams of product. So you get it in this little tube like so. This tube is squishy, and this was something that I am not happy with. I have used this a couple of times, but I've not used it properly. So today is going to be sort of a test of that, especially in this hot weather under hot studio lights. I'm interested to see how it goes. But this tube, it ends up going everywhere. Because this claims that it has super cover, I'm not going to wear concealer today. So I'm actually going to do this video in 2 parts. This first video will be me trying the DERMACOL without concealer, using my everyday makeup routine with all the stuff I use normally. We're going to put it through the test, and I'll keep in touch with you guys throughout the day. We'll check longevity and wearability, how it feels on the face, whether it cakes, whether it stands my hella oily skin. And then part 2 of this video is, I don't think it's fair to claim this as it comes with its own special primer and its special powder. So I'm going to go and purchase those, and then there'll be a part 2 of this video with the primer for this, and then the setting powder, so we can really see whether that makes a difference or it's just another way of selling stuff to you, because I like to give you guys like a full rounder view of things. Obligatory cat ears are going on, and let's zoom you in a little closer. So I've zoomed in. As you can see, I have very oily skin. I am sweating, so yeah, my skin is clean and fresh. It is moisturised. I've got a few spots as well due to just the sweat and oil. I don't do well this time of year. I'm like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. It just doesn't go well. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my normal primer. I have the Professional. If I'm looking off camera, it's because I have a little mirror here and I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, as do I also want to be able to see what I'm doing. It's better than the days when I used to do this. So I'm going to open the product, And you'll see straight away, because like I said, I have used this a couple of times, you will see that it'll start spewing out. You see that? Because of the design of the bottle, it makes it impossible to not spew out products. I'm just going to go on under my eyes with this, with a little brush, and just see how far we can stretch this. It does go a long way, doesn't it? Will it cover up these dark circles? So we're going to go on this spot here. That's pretty good. And I'm going to go in and blend with my damp beauty sponge. It doesn't feel very heavy once you've blended it with the sponge. It feels very light. I still feel like I'm wearing makeup, and it does feel a tad greasy, but we will see how that goes. Okay, so now into foundation. Put a bit on my sponge. I don't think I'm going to need a lot. See, now I've squeezed it, can you see that coming out very slowly? You have to stick the lid back on pretty quick, otherwise you can lose a lot of product, and really, really gently press. That's one thing I will say with this foundation. I think I'm going to cover my lips today as well to see how much colour we can take away from that, because you guys know I like to do that, so it sort of creates a primer for my lips and also makes the colour pop. Okay, so it has blended really nicely. Its coverage is crazy. I am super tired today. I was up every hour last night. I just couldn't sleep, so that explains this. But I'm really impressed with that. It does feel a tad greasy, and as you can see, I'm quite shiny. So I'm gonna go in with my favorite setting powder. Well, it's a mattifying powder, but I use it to set with. It's the only powder that I've found that actually works with my skin. It doesn't cause issues, and it doesn't necessarily cake up. So let's try it with that. See, I've hit pan on this so bad. So that is half of my face set with the powder. Obviously it is nowhere near as shiny anymore, and it's taken away that greasy, sweaty feeling as well, which is, I mean, this powder does that anyway. It's why I love it. I know I said this is the Urban Decay Slick Mattifying Powder. I probably have said that. I might not have said that. Who knows? Let's try our other side. So without this, it feels hella greasy, like awfully greasy. But once the powder goes on, it's quite nice. I'm gonna put lots on under here. This is where I sweat most, and my nose, and that's where I lose the most product. I'm gonna go and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will let you know what I think.
2 hours later.
So I've finished up my makeup. I have a few things to do today, so I've not gone full glam. I've gone very natural. I am digging this foundation so far. It seems to have settled really nicely on the skin. I did have some issues with the bit underneath. I don't know whether it's because I double layered it. So when it comes to the concealer, maybe I should just do one full thing on the face and not even bother beforehand to do the bit under the eyes. Like I said, I'm super tired today, so I'm gonna look a lot more eye bagged than I normally would because I've had like 2 hours sleep. I am really happy. It's super warm. It seems to be getting warmer and warmer. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so obviously it's still quite early and it's got quite a long way to go before it becomes how warm it's going to be. So I will see you guys about an hour later. Okay, we're about at the 1 hour mark, or one, I think it's an hour and a half actually. Okay, it seems to be okay. We've got a little bit of breakage here, and it does seem to have sunk into my pores a tiny bit, but I'm okay with that, because I mean, you'd have to be really close to notice that, like really close. So from like here, I think it looks absolutely fine still. It seems to be wearing under my eyes, so that's not fantastic, so I may still need to use concealer, but other than that, 1 hour seems to be fine. Okay, so we're at the 2 hour mark. I'm just gonna go and check. And we still look exactly the same and seems to be fine. I don't feel like I'm sweating in this foundation. I feel like most foundations I would feel like I'm sweating, but I'm not today, which is really good. There's no breakage on the nose, which is amazing, and that never happens. So 2 hours in, pretty okay. Hello, okay, oh, what happened there? Okay, so we are now at the 5 hour mark. I've been ringing around a few people, sorting a few things out, a few more errands. Okay, so it has clearly sunk into my pores. I am sweating though, like you can see the moisture coming off me. So I'm sweating quite badly, but if I just pat that down, try and get rid of it. Doesn't seem to have smudged the makeup. My nose is still looking okay. There's a little bit of creaking around the sides, but like I said, it's such a hot day. I am hella impressed. Hello, we are at the 8-hour mark now. Mark is going to be home pretty soon and I'm just about to start cooking dinner. So let's go check my makeup. I'm just spinning in circles. Okay, so as you can see, the foundation is broken up a little bit on the side of my nose, but actually on my nose, it doesn't seem to be too bad. I noticed that the foundation has sunk into my pores quite a bit, but again, you'd really have to be up close to see that. Like a normal person is going to be like here. And it doesn't look too bad from here. So 8 hours in, it is still wearing okay. Underneath the eyes, like, it just doesn't seem to have sat well underneath the eyes. I don't know whether that's because of the weather, because I've doubled up on product, or it's just not brilliant there. Okay guys, so it's now much later. The foundation has now been on for 9 hours and I am very much ready to take it off. I think it is done pretty well. Okay, so we do have a little bit of breakage around the nose, but on the nose itself it seems to be absolutely fine. It has sunk into my pores quite a bit. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, of my little review of the DERMACOL foundation. This is part 1 where I try the DERMACOL foundation with my normal makeup routine. Part 2, which should be coming soon, will be where I use the DERMACOL primer, the DERMACOL foundation, along with the DERMACOL setting powder, and we will see whether that makes a difference at all. So if you want to see that, then be sure to subscribe down below. Hit that little notification bell as well, and that way you'll be notified every single time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!